What's up, guys? It's a spent man coming to you from the beautiful North Country. Today I'm going to be showing y'all my hog pen. I'm going to show you some ideas if you're thinking about raising your own hogs. Let's check it out. Right here we're going to see that hog pen door, and there's a lot of YouTube videos that show how to build a hog pen for a couple $100 because you can buy the hog panel right here and the T-post for a couple $100 depending upon that inflationary rate from the central bankers. But what people don't show you is the door, because the door costs $100 or $150 in itself. So check out my door. I'm pretty proud of this design. I have the 4-foot door from Tractor Supply, which costs about $100, and I found these hinges, these T-post door hangers on Amazon that were about $20, and that was a real prime find and a real prime move, because it's way easier to use T-posts instead of having to set metal or wooden posts. And they were a little tricky to get on the T-posts because a lot of times at Tractor Supply, when you're picking up the T-posts, they're bent on the top. So this one got a little mangled, but it's hanging here. And I really don't need any complicated hardware or $50 pieces of wood, because the lumber inflation is crazy right now. So this door was reasonable, and if I could get it together, anyone could out there too. And we'll see this piece of hog panel in front of the door is just the piece that I cut off. And what I did that makes my door special, as I'll show you here as I enter the pen, is I made it overlap this piece in the front, so the door opens inward and the pigs can't push it out. So it makes it pretty sturdy and makes it pretty pig proof. And yeah, they haven't tested this door, and they haven't given it too much trouble. So far so good. The next thing in my pig pen I'm going to be talking about is the waterer. And this 50-gallon water drum was sitting in our barn. It came with the place, so all I had to do was order some of these pig nipples from Hogslat. And I think it's pretty important to not get the cheap ones on Amazon with this stuff, because there's a lot of cheap ones from Amazon, and they're chintzy, they break down, and they don't have the net on the other side. So when you're buying these pig nipples, make sure they have the net on the inlet, or else any kind of crap that gets inside the water, inside the bucket, is going to be clogging up your pig nipple. And I just drilled a hole and coated it with some silicone at the end, and it was about a 1/2-inch hole, I think, and it was pretty easy to put together. I was paranoid about it leaking and everything, but that silicone, the kitchen grade silicone, sealed it up, and it was easy. And the hogs get all rough on it, but it's been working pretty good. So pig nipples from Hogslat, yeah, buddy, that's what I'm talking about. They're high quality, and they come from North Carolina, hog country, built to last. And got my pig house that I built in here, and I put this together with a bunch of leftover lumber that I had sitting around from other projects. And nowadays this is probably like $200 worth of lumber, so I'm lucky I had it around. Threw it together in a couple hours, and the pigs, they started going to the bathroom in this corner over here, and they were sticking to that corner because I heard pigs will go in the corner, but then they just started going in every corner. There they are right there. I just let them out to that pasture, but they're even getting homeless person style in the corners inside the house. Maybe it's because we had a lot of rain a few days ago, but looks like they just like going to the bathroom in corners in general and don't really like to stick to one. But that is all good because they're pigs and we got our friendly pigs. This guy's name is Hamlet. Check out them wattles. He's got some Idaho pasture pig and red wattle and Hampshire and whatever else in there. And these pigs are awesome. One thing that you'll see is even when these pigs were like 20 pounds, they tore up this ground really quick. And you can see that the pigs in their element, the nice pastured pigs, they really want to be tearing up the ground, and we really want to integrate them into our farm and cleaning up our pastures for us. So it's a win-win if you can get some electric fencing going, some Premier One quality stuff. None of the Tractor Supply junk can work for electric fencing, but they really want to be digging up the ground. They have a big plow on their face. So if you have property, it's really better to let them out on pasture and let them get fattened up and growing up on all the native plants that they really like the best, because when they tear up that pig pen, as they did right there, you know, then they start getting addicted to the feed. And so yeah, keep them feed costs down, diversify, embrace the pigness of the pig, as Joel Salatin says, and let them be out in these spaces like this where they really want to be, right? And so yeah, another element of my pig pen design that is pretty cool, I thought, an idea that I came up with, was instead of having to invest in another door to let them out to the pasture side, I just used these quick links right here in this corner. So I had my T-post and some quick links, and so when I want to keep them inside the pen and move the electric fencing around, I can just simply hook the fence back up using the quick links and bang in that T-post in the corner if I really need to. And when I readjust the fence to move them to a different area, I can just open this corner up again. So these quick links that costed, 75 cents or whatever, basically it worked for a substitute to have to save, 150 or 200 bucks in putting another door to open up to pasture. But yeah, buddy, that is what I'm talking about. That's my pig pen design. So I think I'm running with about 13 T-posts, and I would say to invest the extra buck and get the 6-foot ones. Some of these ones are 5 foot, but I had to go and get taller ones for the door side, and really they cost like $1 or so more when you're at that point at Tractor Supplies. So I just say pick up the taller ones while you're there. And I got my Premier fencing, almost fell down over here, which I got hooked up. I'll hop over and show you guys what I'm running. And caught a shot on my nuts there real quick. But I've been using electric fencing for a while now, 4 or 5 years. I've used a lot of different products. Premier One is just the best stuff. The fencing and the chargers are just the best, and they're worth the investments. The other fencing that I've had, like that blue roll right over there, I got at Tractor Supply when Premier One was all sold out and hard to find last year, and it just really doesn't carry the charge as well. Grounds out on the ground way more. Gotta just try and not be cheap and go with Premier One if you can. That's my recommendation. But either way, we have the solar chargers, but I actually prefer to use this IntelliShock with a battery in a bucket, and I had this old riding mower battery that's carrying a charge. So I just went to Dollar General, bought like a Tupperware bin here, just drilled a little 1/2-inch hole in there and let the connection go up to the charger, and mounted it to the back of just a piece of scrap wood and wired it to the back of that T-post. Now we have our electric fence charging station right here. Nice and simple and easy. And if I have to, I can bring in the battery overnight to recharge the battery and keep the pigs contained. And I have this wire, which is for sheep, and it's giving off a charge. It's enough to keep me out or in. And what I did to train the pigs to the fencing is that I put this fencing just on the inside, the back wall of the pig pen for one day yesterday. And at this stage where the pigs are a couple months old, everything that we bring them, they think is pig food. So I just put about 16 foot of the fence on the back side over here, and catching a shock again on the bag. But yeah, the pigs think that it's food. Then you hook up the right on the back side, and they get shocked by it a couple times and they know not to touch it. So then I just opened up the side here to the pasture, and they're not testing the fence. They got shocked. They know it's something they don't want to mess around with. So yeah, buddy, we got Hamlet and Petunia messing around out here on the pasture. So yeah, the foray into the pastured pigs is going really good, and I am already wanting to do more. And so I'm excited. It's something we got into, the pastured pig, and I'm happy with the breed, having some of the Idaho pasture pig and red wattle genetics and Hampshire and Duroc, having that diverse cross with a lot of different real pig breeds in there. So I'm really happy doing it, and I'm definitely going to be doing it for here on out as long as I'm farming. So that is my pig pen. That's my setup, and I hope if you're thinking about doing hogs yourself, some of these ideas can save you some time or get your own ingenuity going. The door with those T-post hinges, that's a really good tip. The water barrel with the pig nipples from Hog Slat. The corner over here to open up to pasture with the quick links, and the electric fence set up so we can have a permanent little pig pen that opens up to pasture. But if we need to put them into the pig pen, if they're thinking about getting out or something, we're not always paranoid about the electric fence breaking down. And if we want to open it up or close it up to pasture and rotate them in different areas from the centralizing pig pen, we can do that too. So versatility, being thrifty, staying thrifty, low investment, high quality, that's what we're about out here in the North Country, guys. So that's my pig pen, raising up some nice pastured pigs out here. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, from the beautiful North Country. This has been the Spent Man. Bye-bye.